All right, so this is my second attempt. I had a technical difficulty. Hopefully it doesn't happen again. Here's the homework. Let me show you some of the problems we did in class. You can pause whenever you need to. All right, so I'm going to do this. I already started it because I already started the problem. First thing I did was rounding. After I rounded, I am going to take my 4 from the hundreds, and I'm going to multiply 19 times 4. And that gives me 9 times 4 is 36. So that's 36. 4 times 1 is 4 plus 3 is 7, so that's 76. 76 is less than 82. So I'm going to put the 4 up here. I'm going to subtract, and that gives me 6. Now I'm going to bring down the 8. The 8 tens now, or now it's 68 tens. So I'm going to compare the 68 and compare that 68 Let me see if I can do this. I'm trying something new, so please give me a second. So I'm comparing the 68 over here to my numbers here. I can't go to 80 because if I go to 80, it would be too much. So 60 is the closest one. So I am going to use the 60 tens to get my estimation, and that gives me 3 tens. So I'm going to use that 3 tens and do 19 times 3. 9 times 3 is 27. 3 times 1 is 3, plus 2 is 57. And 57 is what I'm going to use to subtract. So my estimation helps me find an estimation of what it could be, but then I need to use this number to subtract. So please make sure you multiply. All right, after I subtract, I will get 11, and I will bring down the 3. So now I have 113. So this is where I'm getting the 113, and I'm going to go here. I'm going to check which one is closest without going over. Oh, 120 is too much, so I'm going to stay at the 100. So it's going to be 100 ones divided by 20, and that's my 5th one. So I'm going to do 5 ones. So I'm going to do 19 times 5. 9 times 5 is 45. 5 times 1 is 5, plus 9 is 94. So 94 is close. Hopefully close enough. Oh, I think I'm going to come into a problem here. So 13 minus 4 is 9. And this becomes 10 minus 9 is 1. So the 5 is too little. The 5 is too little. Okay? So I am going to go ahead and do 19 times 6. I'm going to go up one more. Oh, hold on a second. I still have to go back. I'm going to do 19 times 6, which is 1 more. Okay, 9 times 6 54. Ooh, that is, well, something wrong. Oh, this is not 94. Sorry. My mistake. See, I have to check my work too. I should have done 45. I put the 4 there too. I'm trying to hurry because lunch is almost over. 95, sorry. So I'm going to use that right there. All right, so it's 13. And this becomes 10 minus 9 equals 1, 18. So I'm going to use the 5 up here, and I'm going to have a remainder of 18. Now I'm not going to check the work because I want to give you more problems, but if you multiply 435 times 8 and add 18, you would get our number. All right, so next problem. Let me give some space there. Hopefully I get through all these problems. If not, I'm sorry, had some technical difficulty. Again, I'm going to round. I'm going to round to 40. And I'm going to start off with doing it 3 times. I might not need it every time. I'm going to divide by hundreds, by tens, and by ones. Oops. All right. So first thing I ask is, can I do 1 divided by 40? No. 10 divided by 40? No. It's going to be 105 divided by 40. So I am actually going to skip the first one and go to 105. So 105 is what I'm going to do. And then I'm going to compare this to a skip count. All right, which skip count am I going to do? Well, I'm going to do my 40s. Okay, so I'm going to skip count by 40. Over here, it's going to be 0, 40, 80, 120, 160, 200, 240, 280, 320, 360, that's a 6. All right, and then there's 400 also. So I have to think to myself, which one is it close to without going over? It's close to the 80. So I'm going to do 100, excuse me. I'm going to do 80 divided by 40, and that gives me 2. So I have 1,056 divided by 37. And first thing I'm going to do is put the 2 in the tens place. I didn't divide by hundreds, so it's going to go on the tens place. How do I know it's tens? Because the 5 is in the tens place. All right, so now I do 37 times 2. And it gives me 74. And that's what I'm going to subtract, and I get 31. Okay, so now my next step is to bring down the ones, and I have 316. So I'm going to do 316. And I'm going to go over here. Oops, sorry. 316 ones. And I'm going to see which one it's closest to. And it's closest to this one here. So if I'm counting, it would be, this would be 2. So I'm going to write 320. Oh, 320 is too much. Sorry. 280. That is an 8. Excuse me. So we're going to do 280 ones. And that's 7 ones. All right, so over here I'm going to do 37 times 7. Gives me 49, plus 7 times 3 is 21, plus 4 is 259. Ooh, that's really far off. I'm going to go ahead and try the 37 times 8, just to be safe. 7 times 8 is 56. 8 times 3 is 24, plus 5 is 29. Ah, this looks closer. So I'm actually going to use the 8. This is where we have to estimate is our friend, but will not always be the exact answer. All right, so we have 11 minus 9 equals 2. So our remainder is 20. How can I check if this is right? Well, if I did a quick estimation, 28 times 37, I would do something like 30 times 40, and that would give me 120. So it's not too far off, okay? Because we have the 20 also, and I rounded up on each one of those. But that just gives you an idea that we're in the right ballpark, that we have enough digits. All right. All right, let's check another one. Again, I'm not going to check because if I check, then it'll take too long. Let me check the homework really quick to make sure. It's BCF. So I'm not going to do B. I will do this one. So I'm going to do 40 here 3 times because our answers are going to be 3-digit numbers. All right, so count by 40. Didn't we do this already? 4, 8, 12, 16, 18. Oops, sorry, not 18. Getting ahead of myself. 20, 24, 28. All right, we just did it a little while ago. You can see the remnants of it up there. 36 and 40. All right, so we're going to ask a question about 99. Can that be divided by 40? Yes. So we have 99 this time. We're going to start off with 99. And we're going to think to ourselves, which one is closest? Oh my gosh, there's no zeros. Let's put the zeros in. Without going over. And the answer is 80. And that's our second one. So we're going to do 80 divided by 40, which will give me 200. All right, I ran out of time. Hopefully those 2 problems were helpful. Bonus word. Sorry, something's going on here. Technical difficulty made it hard for me to do these problems. Sorry about that. Bonus word will be bottle. I'm looking at my water bottle. Okay? The force